What's good, YouTube? It's your boy BeamerBoy, and what's good, Beamer Gang? Y'all know why we here. Y'all know why we here. And today, we got Was LeBron robbed of the greatest season ever? And if y'all don't know, we are very big LeBron supporters over here. LeBron is the GOAT. Not Jordan, not Kobe, not Curry, not KD, not none of them. It's Bron. Bron. I'm trying to tell y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it, because I ain't going to take too much time, because I ain't even got to explain, because y'all should know who the GOAT is. Leading all-time scorer, baby. Nothing else to say.
In 2013, LeBron James had nearly the greatest single season in NBA history. But what happened instead was arguably the biggest robbery in NBA history. That year, LeBron had accomplished literally everything. NBA champion, Finals MVP, regular season MVP, a 27-game win streak, All-NBA first team, and All-NBA defensive first team.
I remember all of this, too.
The only major award he didn't win was Defensive Player of the Year, which he finished second in voting for behind Marc Gasol. And what's crazy is the fact—
Let me ask y'all something. Who do y'all think is better? The Cleveland LeBron, the Miami LeBron, or the Laker LeBron? Me personally, I'm going to have to go with Miami LeBron. I feel like Miami LeBron was just on another level, bro. He was just on a mission, and he had the help, the team that he needed to really, like, you know what I mean?
That Marc Gasol didn't even make first team all defense. He made the second team, and yet somehow he was the best defensive player of the year?
Because they was hating?
That's not even the biggest robbery LeBron faced that season. You see, LeBron was just one single vote away from being the first ever unanimous MVP in league history. LeBron received 120 out of 121 first-place votes for MVP. And the one voter out of 121 who didn't vote for LeBron, yeah, he voted for Carmelo Anthony, who literally ended up finishing in third place in MVP voting, behind Kevin Durant, who finished second. And you might be wondering, who in the hell could that one voter be? And how could he have committed such a travesty? Well, to find out, you simply have to start from the beginning.
Not one championship.
Not two.
LeBron, tell us about that.
Not two, not three, not four, not five, not six,
No.
not seven.
Oh,
11 months after LeBron promised
they did
to
set
win
the bar
7
high on that
championships,
team, though.
He was embarrassed in front of the whole world when Dirk and the Mavs defeated Miami in the 2011 NBA Finals. But not only did LeBron lose, he was outplayed by a 5'11" JJ Barea. The Mavs exposed some big holes in LeBron's game. A bad outside shot.
I don't even like to talk about this,
James fires away.
because I was upset
and
with
a
LeBron
complete
about
lack
this.
of post-game.
James on the drive. Look at kids staying in front of him.
King James spent nearly the next 2 weeks in his room, depressed and unwilling to talk to anybody. And then he got to work. LeBron turned to Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the most prolific post scorers ever, to improve his game on the low block. James also spent more time in the weight room, adding more muscle to his frame, and wouldn't leave the gym before hitting hundreds of jump shots. When the 2012 season started, the results of his workouts were more than obvious. LeBron had the most efficient year of his career, shooting 53% from the field and 36% for three.
He was just next level, bro.
Gets inside, puts it in, and the foul.
He won the regular season MVP and
Nobody was
finished fourth
touching
in
the Heat
voting
that
for
year,
Defensive
gang.
Player of the Year. In the playoffs, James played the best game of his career in Game 6 against Boston. After he destroyed his arch nemesis, the King defeated the Thunder to win the championship he desired so much.
The Miami Heat are once again NBA champions. LeBron James captures that elusive title.
Which I don't even hold against that young OKC team, because I feel like they was in the position LeBron was in. They were still learning, but they were so talented that they made it to that final stage. But they were still babies. You feel what I'm saying? They didn't know how to win. They was just there and end up running into a more experienced, determined LeBron James. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't hold that against them. But yeah, they put it on them boys that year.
That first title lifted a weight off LeBron's shoulders, and in 2013, he somehow got even better. LeBron shot 56% from the field and a career-high 41% from three, for an average of 27 points.
So I said I'm taking the Heat LeBron, bro. Y'all let me know which one y'all taking.
2013 LeBron was stylistically the same player he was a year prior, the way Miami coaches Eric Spoelstra played LeBron was way different. On offense, the Heat ultimately rejected the notion that you have to play with two bigs, and LeBron was now playing the four, operating as a point forward. Miami's small ball lineups made them super fast in transition.
Backward, another King's for a chance to run. Waiting for LeBron.
2K days, bro. Oh my God,
LeBron,
people
which
did not want to
generated
play
a
me.
ton of open
When Wade and
shots.
LeBron on the fast break, it was over. Then you had Ray Allen
Defensively,
spotting
Coach
up,
Spo
shooting
was the
for the
first coach to
team.
use aggressive
Come on,
trapping
y'all.
and switching
This
on
team
defense,
was too nice, bro.
realizing that LeBron can
And
switch
everybody
to
played their
anybody
position.
and guard all 5 positions. LeBron's versatility was the thing that allowed Spoelstra to play only one big man when all other teams played 2. And this tactic disrupted the NBA.
LeBron
Miami won a
defense is so
franchise
underrated in
record
my opinion.
66 games, and LeBron deservedly won the MVP for the 4th time. In the playoffs, the Heat got through the East and then played one of the most amazing final series in NBA history against San Antonio. On the verge of defeat, Ray Allen hit a game-tying shot.
Back. Woo.
Out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds.
Still one of the clutchest shots
And the
ever.
Heat won Game 6. In Game 7, LeBron proved his clutch factor once again, hitting a championship-winning dagger over Kawhi Leonard.
Pulls up.
Wish people act like they don't remember.
35 for LeBron James.
But despite all the success, LeBron was still pissed about this season, and he had good reasons for it. Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon are the only players in NBA history to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, and LeBron wanted to achieve that too. King James finished 2nd in defensive playing voting in 2009, he was 4th in 2010, and 4th again in 2012. 2013 was supposed to be his year, but instead, the award went to Marc Gasol. So, was LeBron really that good defensively, or is he just salty because he didn't achieve this feat and Michael Jordan did? Because
Nah,
if
I
we
feel
look
like
at
he
the defensive
was.
stats, Gasol has the edge over LeBron in every category. In defensive plus-minus, a statistic that measures points allowed when a player is on the court, Gasol was 1st in the NBA at 3.1, while LeBron was 5th at 2.4. In defensive win shares, which is calculated by the number of points allowed per 100 defensive possessions, Gasol was 2nd in the NBA with 5.4, and LeBron was 10th with 4.7. Individual defensive rating also favored the
Yeah,
Spaniard, with
but-
a 98.5 defensive rating, a 6th best mark in the league.
He's a
While
big
LeBron's
man.
defensive
Shouldn't
rating
his be
was
way higher than
101,
that?
the 49th best result. Team defensive rating tells the same thing. The Grizzlies had the 2nd best defense in the NBA with 100.3 points conceded at 100 possessions, while the Heat was 9th with 103.7 points per 100 possessions. LeBron averaged 1.7 steals and 0.9 blocks per game, or 2.6 blocks and steals combined, while Gasol averaged 1 steal and 1.7 blocks. Again, a higher number than James. So, if all the stats lean towards Gasol, why
still
is
feel like
LeBron
Bron
so
should have been
pissed that he
listening.
didn't get the
I
award?
don't care.
Well, there are multiple reasons why it was James and not Gasol who should have won it.
You a whole big man, and I'm that close to you?
Back off.
Come on, bro. This what you're supposed to be doing. I'm this close to you?
The first reason is that Defensive Player of the Year is more of a team award rather than an individual one. In 2013, Gasol played with Mike Conley and Tony Allen in the backcourt, who were one of the
Tony
best,
Allen
if
is,
not
yeah.
the best, perimeter defenders in the NBA at the time. Both Conley and Allen made all-defensive teams that year, and Tony was 5th in voting. for
Watch any
Defensive Player
videos,
of
you'll
the
hear
Year.
Tony Allen name a lot.
Toughest defender for you.
Tony Allen.
Yeah.
That's easy.
A lot of players say that, bro.
Mark also had Rudy Gay, Tayshaun Prince, and Zach Randolph, who were all
Zach Randolph
excellent
was a
defenders.
beast.
And with teammates like that, it's much easier to play great defense and have great defensive stats. For example, if Kevin Hart played alongside 4 NBA players versus LeBron and 4 5-foot actors, guess what? Kevin Hart would have better defensive stats than LeBron. We're not saying that LeBron didn't have quality teammates and that he played with a bunch of Kevin Harts, but
No.
Gasol certainly had more help than James.
Definitely.
The second biggest reason why LeBron was snubbed is that the Defensive Player of the Year has historically been a big man award. Between 1997 and 2013, Ron Artest was the only non-big to win the award, and that's what prevailed this time as well. Back in 2013, most of the NBA was still playing with 2 traditional big men, and post defense against other centers
Which is
was
crazy,
what the
though.
voters valued the most. However, the third reason, and the most ridiculous thing, was the voting itself, because Marc Gasol won the Defensive Player of the Year, and he didn't make first-team All-Defense.
That's
How is
the
that even
kicker for
possible?
me.
The Defensive Player of the Year was voted for by the media, and was separate from
You
all
weren't even
defensive
defensive
voting,
first
which
team.
was
How can
voted
you get
for
the
by
award?
The NBA coaches until they changed this rule in 2014. By coaches voting, it was Tony Allen who received the most votes, with 53 out of 60 possible points. LeBron was second with 52 points, and Gasol was only the 4th best center, winning just 12 total points. The same thing happened in 2012 when Tyson Chandler won Defensive Player of the Year and only made the second
I'm gonna stand by it, bro. They ain't want Brown to be great.
We can all agree that the voting was kind of messed up in those years. That especially comes to light with defense, which is hard to measure and quantify in the first place. But does that mean that Marc Gasol didn't deserve it and LeBron was the clear winner?
To me, yeah.
Yes and no. There were plenty of guys who deserved to win DPOY that year and who had excellent defensive stats. Serge Ibaka was the best shot blocker in the NBA.
Into Howard, rejected by Ibaka.
Chris Paul was the best ball thief that year.
Draymond Green, retaken by Paul.
CP.
And Paul George always
We ain't
guarded
seen
the
that
best
sight in a
opposing
long
player
time.
on
We
the
ain't seen
best
CP
defensive
dunk
team
nothing.
in the NBA.
Oh, got that steal too.
And here he goes.
Here we go.
PG
What you got?
puts on
Oh,
the shot.
yeah.
Tony Allen, Tim Duncan, and Joakim Noah all could have won it too. But why did LeBron feel that he was robbed? And what was his case for winning the Defensive Player of the Year? The answer to that is very simple. In 2013, LeBron played the most versatile defense the NBA has ever seen.
He was
At 6'9"
everywhere.
and 270 pounds, LeBron was big enough to guard power forwards and centers.
They are all 5 positions, bro. Come
Fast
on.
enough to swallow
Come on.
a
He's
point guard
doing that to
who
your center.
routinely passed up the
He's
ball
doing
when
that
guarded
to
by
your
James.
center. This is back when it was
LeBron
big
did
boys,
many of
bro.
the same things Marc Gasol did, like masterfully coordinating the defense from the backline and guarding the post. But then he'd also shut down the other team's best players in the clutch. He was jumping into passing lanes to steal and prevent passes.
Easy.
And let's not forget about his trademark chase down blocks in transition.
Come on.
Collison to the basket, blocked from behind.
Every time you seen Brown running,
Throughout
you
NBA
kind of
history,
expected it to be
nobody
blocked.
could guard one
Most
through
times it was
five
blocked.
as successfully as LeBron did in 2013.
So where players started looking over their
Was a
shoulder
versatile
'cause they knew it
defender,
was
but he was
coming.
only 220 pounds and couldn't guard centers. Rodman could guard centers, but he never switched onto point guards like LeBron. Draymond Green's defensive versatility could be compared to James. But Draymond isn't as athletic or as big as LeBron.
Nah.
While there were some great candidates to win the Defensive Player of the Year in 2013,
Brown
nobody
should have
did
won it, bro.
more different things defensively
Like
than
Skip
LeBron.
say, like Skip
And
Bailey
that's why
say,
he
what does
deserves
your
to win the
eyes
award.
tell you? And that
However,
year, your eyes
that
told you
wasn't
Brown
the
was
only
on
way
it.
voters robbed LeBron of a perfect season. It also happened with the MVP voting. LeBron dominantly won the MVP in 2013, winning 120 out of 121 first-place votes, with one vote going to Carmelo Anthony, which was an absolute joke. Carmelo
I still
had a
wanna know
great
who that
season.
hating-ass
He was
voter
the NBA
is.
scoring champion, but his efficiency and impact on all facets of the game were far below LeBron's. The guy who voted for Melo was Gary Washburn, a reporter from Boston, where LeBron certainly wasn't the crowd favorite after all those battles with the Celtics. Here was Washburn's explanation for the vote. When I placed my MVP vote, I knew I would be in the minority. I knew LeBron James was the favorite to win because he unquestionably is the best player in the game. I voted for Carmelo Anthony based on his importance to the New York Knicks. The dude basically said that he knew LeBron was the best, but still gave it to Carmelo, which was a perfect example of why media voting is a flawed system.
But I've got nothing against LeBron James. He's the best player of this generation, the best
sounds
player
like
in the
you
league
do,
by
bruh.
far.
If it wasn't for Washburn and
Look
media
at the look on your
LeBron
face.
would have been Defensive Player of the Year,
Like,
the
get
first
outta here, bro.
unanimous
You a
MVP
clown.
in NBA history, and the Finals MVP.
Not crying over
thus
spilled milk,
completing
but
the most
damn.
perfect season in NBA history. But to be fair, this also should have happened in 2000, when Shaquille O'Neal was by far the best player in the NBA. Like LeBron, Shaq also finished one vote shy of becoming the first unanimous MVP. when
Yeah,
one
and that's
voter gave his first
and that's even
place
kind of
vote
more
to
disrespectful
Allen
because
Iverson.
if
Iverson's
you
main
like, come on,
strength
bro,
was scoring,
Shaq was
but it
really killing
Shaq
boys at
who
that
led
time.
the NBA in scoring with 30 points per game, along with 14
Once
rebounds
again, what
and
does
4
your eyes
assists.
tell you?
The Big Diesel also led the NBA in field goal percentage and finished second in total rebounds and third in blocks. The Lakers won 67 games, which was one of the best results in NBA history. For Shaq
Yeah,
to not
winning
win the
67
unanimous
games is crazy,
MVP was
especially in that
simply
time.
another robbery, and further proof that some
A lot
of
of
these
physicality
media
and
voters
shit.
have no business being anywhere near
At
a role
all.
as important as this.
Great video, bro. Boy came with the stats. He had, you know what I mean, everything he was saying, I remember. Like, it was like taking me back to when I used to watch the games and everything at that time era, man. What a time to be alive. But like I told y'all, LeBron is the GOAT, and don't dispute it. But I'm going to get back with y'all. You already know Beamer Gang. We up out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know who y'all GOAT is. Let me know who y'all like. Let me know if you think LeBron was robbed of the greatest season ever, or do you think Marc Gasol should have got it? Because we all know he shouldn't have. But, you know, I ain't got nothing against Mark. I ain't got nothing against Melo. None of them boys. But, yeah, like I said, we out of here.